25 minutes. I have listened to you.
Okay.
I vehemently disagree with you, but please, you must allow me 2 minutes because you spoke on so many lies. It will definitely take more than 2 minutes to rebut, but I just want 2 minutes of the time. Navika, please. Three, four things. Number one, it is shocking for Mr. Varis Patan Saab to say that Sabrimala verdict has not been accepted. It's been years. Has the BJP government overturned it, which it was in its full rights to do so if it wanted to appease the Hindus, because it was perceived discrimination of Lord Ayappa in the case of Sabrimala. Unlike the Congress, that blatantly in trying to appease the Muslims when people like Varis Patan were quiet, overturned the Shah Bano judgment. But did the BJP, did Narendra Modi overturn the Sabrimala judgment? Don't talk lies. And secondly, it's very offensive. Extremely offensive for Mr. Varis Patan साहब to say, अगर राम जिंदा होते तो क्या वो कहते कि बाबरी मस्जिद जहां पे डिमोलिश करी है वहां पे मंदिर बनाओ? पहली बात,
I said राम होते तो
मैं भी वही कह रहा हूं, मैं आपको ही कोट कर रहा हूं, मैं आपको ही कोट कर रहा हूं. पहली बात,
I said
the
Ram would
temple
have never wished
now,
for this.
Navika, this is
मैंने
very,
ये
this
कहा
is very
राम
unfair.
कभी ये नहीं होने देते.
मैं भी वही, I'm quoting you. What is wrong and offensive that I'm saying? I'm quoting you, Varis Patan Saab. Navika, am I not? So please don't interrupt because I quoted you verbatim. Now, number two, it is very important for you to understand that the Ram temple has not been made upon demolition of Babri Masjid. It's been 30 years since Babri Masjid was demolished. If the Hindus wanted to make the Ram temple on it, they would have made it in 1993, 94, 95, 96. They waited for 30 years. 1 billion Hindus left it in the hands of 5 people. That is what democracy is. If people wanted the most sacred of their land to be consecrated again and a temple rebuilt, do you think they would have got the legal way? But this is the Hindu way. We believe in the rule of law. They waited for 30 years, so it is completely blatantly wrong for you to say that Ram temple is being built upon demolishing the Babri Masjid. It is being built because the Supreme Court has legally and lawfully allowed the Hindus to build it.
No.
Now, number three, Navika, it is shocking and it is absolutely
Judgment is
clear
passed.
that Owaisi is clearly inciting.
Hello.
One can't even say, learn something from your brother because he's worse. The fact of the matter is, you must look at the psychology of people who are blatantly hating Hindus. Please give me 30 seconds. The psychology is not few years old. The psychology doesn't take you back to about 20, 30 years. The psychology takes you back to 1951, when after centuries of demolition and desecration, the Somnath temple was to be consecrated again and rebuilt again. And it was left in the hands of one Mr. Munshi, who was part of the cabinet. And you know what Nehru said? He dissuaded him. Nehru dissuaded Rajendra Prasad to even go for the inauguration. Nehru said, I fear Hindu revivalism. And Munshi was incensed, and now I quote him. Please give me 30 seconds. He said, he wrote to Nehru. He said, yesterday you referred to Hindu revivalism. It is my faith in the past which has given me the strength to work in the present and to look forward to our future. I cannot value freedom, Mr. Prime Minister, if it deprives us of the Bhagavad Gita or uproots our millions from the faith with which they took upon our temples and thereby destroys the texture of our lives. This shrine, once restored to a place of importance in our life, will give our people a pure conception of religion and a more vivid consciousness of our strength. So vital. This is what Munshi said. And he went ahead. And the president also went ahead to inaugurate the Somnath temple. But Nehru's
Absolutely.
Simple question,
But the fact is not about history. The fact is not about history. No. The fact is not about history at this moment. We've moved on from that era. We've come into the present and cut to the present. The Supreme Court verdict is there. The Ram Mandir is being built now, 19 days away from the consecration. And Abbas Haider, in the middle of this, when people, 1 minute, Varis Pathanji, Abbas Haider bhi hai. He also needs, he's also a genuine political party who has the right to express himself. So let me get in Abbas Haider. Abbas Haider, all that is in the past, was in the past. Can we turn a new leaf and go forward now and stop the politics on it? कोई कह रहा है गोधरा हो जाएगा. Somebody is coming out and saying that he's become a poll agent. Somebody is saying Ram Lalla has been kidnapped. Somebody is saying I'm getting very worried this country is going to become a Hindu Rashtra. Somebody comes out and says, this should not be done. It is against the constitution. I just want to ask you, can secularism be defined in a manner to only target one community, one faith? Should we not respect all faiths and all communities? And do you think somewhere or the other, the opposition is losing track of what is the real meaning of secularism as opposed to the political meaning of secularism?
Navika ji, first of all, that's how the constitution of our country defines secularism. When the state does not have a religion of its own and every citizen is free to practice and preach his or her own religion. Now the problem here is, Navika ji, it's a very happy thing, the Ram Mandir issue has been resolved. Certainly there was dispute between two parties, but since the Supreme Court of this country has given a unanimous decision on Ram temple issue, the issue was, there was a full stop on the issue. There is no issue left at all. And that is what the problem of Bharatiya Janata Party is. Because of using this issue, because of politicizing this issue, they have started from 2 MPs and now they have crossed 300 MPs in the parliament. This is what they have done. And what is their role in working for the Ram Mandir? They have basically derailed and delayed the process of Ram Mandir. Have they fought for Ram Mandir in the court ever? Can Mr. Alok tell us? No, they have done nothing for this. And now when the Ram Mandir is getting constructed on the order of the Honorable Supreme Court, they want to take credit of it. For Samajwadi Party, religion, our belief and politics are different things. We never use religion for our political interests, unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party. And we believe that when Bhagwan Ram will call people of Samajwadi Party, anybody,
you don't, Abbas Haider, really? So what is Digvijay Singh saying? What is the Shiv Sena saying? What is Digvijay Singh saying? What is Shiv Sena saying? What is BK Hari Prasad saying? What is Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi saying? Is this not politics, number one? And number two, when everybody says that the state is supposed to be secular, may I inform you that the government owns and has the rights on many temples in many states. They have the right on the funds. In fact, in many temples, governments appoint the priests, and this has been happening since independence. I want to ask you, when you have been in power in coalitions and otherwise, did you ever question this so-called secularism where the government runs temples? It's a question that has been raised on many occasions, but it's also the core of the questions that I asked Sadhguruji. So as I thank all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1, because the politics refuses to die down, the fear-mongering refuses to die down, but the question is that the Prime Minister has raised tonight. Are Hindus targets, easy targets, sitting ducks, that their faith is always on target, their feelings are always hurt, almost freely by every political party? It's a question the political parties need to answer. On